Every once in a while, my friends will talk to me about what I think of what's happening, in which I've said for a number of years, we are in the end of times. Um, it's the only ones that really know it are the Christians. The unbelievers, you have to, just think about it logically. And that's what I stress all the time, politically, religiously, everything. Think of it logically. Um, Look at what is happening. If you've read the book of Isaiah, Revelations, and a number of books, is God has warned us so many times. Sooner or later, God's wrath will be an upheaval. Jesus will come back. And if you don't believe all this, well, sure. I'm sure you become complacent and nothing bothers you in regard to that. You just know, hey, well, we get to be 80 something years old, we die, and that's it. We return to dust, and there might be life on other planets, and I believe in the big whatever you come up with. As I tell my unbelieving friends that still say, no, 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 I believe the Bible, but Carl, that's 2,000 years ago, and man put that book together. That wasn't God. So, yes, there's always an excuse. We'll always have an excuse to come up with because it rationalizes our sin. So we don't feel so guilty, and once you get past that stage, then you no longer feel guilty about sinning. Yeah, it bothers you a little bit, and you'd say, oh, I confess my sin to the Lord, and, He forgives me. He's a merciful God. And, well, yes, He is a merciful God, and He is a forgiving God. The key is remorse. Without remorse, we have no forgiveness. It's just something that very few people really get down to the true verbiage of forgiveness. Um, if a person you see that did you wrong and they said they're sorry, but you see no remorse, and he just goes on with his life. Um, if it bothers him and he wishes he could undo it, yes, you must forgive him. Now, again, that's God's law that you might not feel that is justified. So, what are you doing? Well, you're rationalizing the way that you feel. You feel as though, well, God, I just don't think that's right. You know, He did me wrong, so I'm never going to forgive him. And, God tells us about that in the Bible. And again, if you don't believe in the Bible, then, well, sure, you think as though your life is hunky dory. You can go through life as long as I don't infringe on other people. Somewhat like relativism is, I'll do my own thing and I won't infringe on your whatever you're trying to do. Um, but as long as I don't kill anybody and I don't infringe on yours, I can do what I want to do. And I'll always be able to say, God, you know, I'm, I know I'm a child of God, and I'm trying my best, but I'm human. We will always have the chance. It's our sinful nature. Yes, we sin, and the better we get at it, so to speak, or the worse we get at it, uh, the easier it is. They say, how does a person become a killer? Most of the time, uh, Ted Bundy and things and people of that caliber, once they do it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. So when you think of sin and you think of death, do you want to die in your sin? You know, There's a scripture that says, if you live for God, and I'm paraphrasing, if you live for God, you are the Lord's. If you don't live for the Lord, you are the Lord's. Therefore, whether you live or die, you are the Lord's. I'll get back with you again and maybe bring something up on my Tuesday at 5:30. You'll see me on the live Facebook. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.